Everyone, thanks for watching today. If you're a first timer here, thank you for watching. It would be amazing if you could hit the subscribe button below in red. If you're returning, I thank you for your support. Today I'm going to talk about one of the lenses I enjoy the most, especially when shooting weddings. This is a Nikon 80 to 200 millimeter lens. Gosh, I had to check. It's an f2.8 lens, and I use it especially when shooting weddings. I don't know if you've ever attended a wedding, and this really irritates me, where like the photographers and the videographers are up there with the couple, and it looks like there's 4 people getting married instead of just 2. So this lens is actually the secret to staying away from your couple when you're shooting during a wedding. It gives you the ability to zoom in very far. It costs about $1,200 on Amazon, and I actually didn't know it existed until a fellow photographer called Alan Gishigi, told me about it. Because what Nikon does is it has a lens that is a 70 to 200 f2.8 lens that it sells for $1,900, so $700 more. And this lens actually performs as well as that lens. It just doesn't have image stabilization. Image stabilization is a mechanism they put in lenses to help reduce camera shake. You know, when you're holding your camera, because this lens is really heavy, sometimes your hands wobble, and so there's a mechanism that will reduce the effect of your physical movement in the pictures, so you don't have blurry pictures. But if you get used to the weight of this lens, and if you learn how to kind of have steady hands when you're shooting and brace your hands against your body as you hold your camera, you actually don't necessarily need image stabilization, and that will save you $700, which is a lot of money. One of the other great things about this lens is that it is made of metal. So if you drop it, it's not plastic like the other lenses on the market. For example, my 50 is made of plastic. So this is it's a beast lens. Really heavy, but really good for if you're traveling or if you're a bit clumsy. If you drop it, the chances of it getting spoiled are a lot lower than your plastic lenses. So the other amazing thing about this lens is its effect in pictures. Because your subject and your background are so far away from the camera, what happens is it magnifies your background, giving you this beautiful blurry blend of colors as your background, which is really good in combating distracting or ugly backgrounds. The truth is that not everywhere you shoot will be very beautiful, and you need to learn how to kind of hide the ugliness of the location. So this lens is fantastic in that. But again, the primary reason why I really love this lens is it gives you distance between your subject, which for weddings or maybe events, or sometimes I've shot events where there's individuals who need to be photographed but they don't enjoy having their picture taken. This allows me to put distance between myself and them so they don't necessarily know they're being photographed, and I can get the pictures that my client required. So I would really recommend this as a lens you get. So for those of you who are not interested in shooting weddings, this lens has other practical applications. One of them would be shooting wildlife. So sometimes it's not safe to get near the animals, or they're really far away if you're on a game drive, and this lens allows you to bring them closer to you or get a magnified view of, the animal in the distance. It's a good beginner lens. However, if you want to do wildlife photography, I'd actually recommend an even longer telephoto lens. So maybe one that's 400 millimeters, 800 millimeters, because animals are usually really fine the distance. This will help bring them closer, but when I've used this for wildlife, it actually is slightly restricted because it can't zoom in too much. Outside of animals, anybody who shoots fashion, this is another really good lens to use. If you shoot in a big studio where you can really back up to shoot your model, it's a really nice lens to use to shoot maybe half-body portraits or even close-ups of your model's face. Because it's a telephoto, it doesn't distort the edges of the model's face, which is what wide-angle lenses do. I provided a link in the description box on my video on wide-angle lenses. It's right below the like button, so you can click into that. The one thing about this lens is because it zooms so much, you can't be very close to your model when you're shooting with this lens. So again, I stress you must be in a really big studio to allow you to be far back enough that the lens will focus as you take pictures. Thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. I hope it was helpful in giving you a general overview of the telephoto lenses I use and kind of the other lenses available out there. If this is your first time here, it would be amazing if you hit the subscribe button below in red. It's right under the like button. If this is not your first time here, thank you for continually watching my videos. You can give the video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. It would be amazing to connect with you in the comment section below. You can also reach me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and my website, www.thandiwemuriu.com. Leave your comments, tell me what you want to know more about, tell me if this video was helpful or not. Anything mentioned in this video has a link to it in the description box so you guys know where to access it. Again, thanks for watching. Until next time, see you guys.